meet and I hardly know you. It's just like we were meant to be, holding hands with you when we're out at night. Got a girlfriend, you say it isn't right, and I've got someone waiting too. But this is just the beginning. We're already wet and we're gonna go swimming. Why can't I breathe whenever I think about you? Why can't I speak whenever I talk about you? It's inevitable, it's a fact that we're gonna get down to it. So tell me, why can't I breathe whenever I think about you? Isn't this the best part of breaking up? Finding someone else you can't get enough of. Someone who wants to be with you too. It's an itch we know we are gonna scratch. Gonna take a while for this egg to hatch. But wouldn't it be beautiful? Here we go, we're at the beginning. We haven't fucked yet, but my head's spinning. Why can't I breathe whenever I think about you? Why can't I speak whenever I talk about you? It's inevitable, it's a fact that we're gonna get down to it. So tell me, why can't I breathe whenever I think about you? High enough for you to make me wonder where it's going. High enough for you to pull me under. Something's growing out of this that we can't control. Baby, I'm dying. Why can't I breathe whenever I think about you? Why can't I speak whenever I talk about you? Why can't I breathe whenever I think about you? Why can't I speak whenever I talk about you? It's inevitable, it's a fact that we're gonna get down to it. So tell me, why can't I breathe whenever I think about you? Whenever I think about you. Whenever I think about you. Whenever I think about you. Whenever I think about you.
Let me swallow my gum. Hang on. Yeah, I just did that. I don't know why. Hey, no. Why people get so upset because I swallow my gum, I'll never really fucking understand. But they do. They don't like it. They don't like it a goddamn bit. And that's fine. That was, of course, Liz Phair, who, remember Liz Phair? She did Exile in Guyville. She was like the indie darling. And then after a while, she's like, I need to make some fucking money. And she put out the that song that we just heard, which I'm a pop song guy, so I like that shit. But yeah, that was her. Welcome to Friday. It's Free Chat Friday. I have topics, of course. I have things I want to say. I always have things I want to say. Have you noticed? But the phone lines are open, or the internet lines, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The link is at the top of the YouTube chat if you want to click it and call in. But please, for the love of God, have something interesting to say. Have a question. Don't be one of these guys who calls in and like, hey, man, what's up? What do you want to talk about? I don't know. I'm bad. People say, well, when you say that, Jeff, you intimidate people. How is that intimidating? You know, it's like going to a town hall and stepping up to the lectern and saying, okay, Mr. Smitty Fox, you're up. You have 2 minutes. Oh, I just want to talk in the microphone. So come on now. Anyway, the point is, thank you, Dave Thomas. Love this show, Jeffy. I love your show, sir. Did I check out the Konami stream? Not really. I was going to get up early and watch it, and then I kind of woke up and it had already passed, and I looked into what happened. I'm like, all right, cool. I love Silent Hill 2, so I'm excited for Bloober Team remaking the first one, which I never played the first one. And I'm super excited for F, and I'm super excited for Delta. So I'm super in there. But no, I didn't really pay much attention to it. This week you have to understand, and we will get to video game. Well, we will get to lots of news today and lots of different things. Hello, Fairy Queen. But we will kick it off with some video game news. But you have to understand that, this week, for all of the news, and I'm going to say this, and if I piss you off, I'll piss you off. I kind of don't care because it's fucking true, at least in my heart. Look, man, this week, no matter what, and I've watched most of the showcases and all that stuff, but if you are a real gamer, most of your time this week should be scheduled and reserved for Steam Next Fest. The number of games that you could be playing that will be pulled off the internet for anywhere from a week, a day to a year after Next Fest ends are in the hundreds. Okay. It is absolutely a wonderful time to be gaming and trying out new stuff. And I will tell you, this game that I played the other day, and I think I streamed it or whatever, and I'm not going to play games right now, but this was the only game that Devolver showed at their showcase. It's called Ball Pit, which is a terrible name. And I played it and I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. Maybe I'll go back to it. And I did go back to it. And once I really got my head around it, which is not that much to get your head around, it just, took a few minutes. It is so good. And I think I was turned off by the word brick breaking because I fucking can't do brick breaking games. I cannot stand games where it's like, oh, if I don't line up perfectly, I lose the ball and it's over. Except pinball, but it's kind of the same, kind of different. Anyway, it's only brick breaking in that when the balls bounce back at you, the quicker you can position yourself to collect the ball again, the quicker you can shoot it again. And you've got these enemies that are marching on you. And then you've got all this kind of meta shit. You've got a very light city builder that you see here that you use to level up your characters and stuff. It is really good. It is absolutely it's really fun. Now, obviously, there are similarities you can see here to Vampire Survivors in terms of sort of its cadence and the collecting and all that. And there are very valid comparisons, but it's its own thing. I like this more than Vampire Survivors, but I was never a mega vampire. I liked it, but I could never get as addicted as a lot of people. But if you have Steam, I highly recommend it. This is just absolutely excellent. Raven Cross says, Jaffe, do you play open world games like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Yeah, I played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I didn't come close to finishing it. I put about 8 hours into it. And I think, to me, that game is the most immersive game I've ever played. I don't mean in terms of mechanics or systems, but I mean in terms of just the sense of being in the world and feeling like, oh my God, the way the NPCs react to you and to the world itself and the weather and the graphics and it just feels like, as much as I can imagine, it would feel like you're there in 1200 AD. So I really liked it a great deal. Carlos Hernandez, thank you for the first super chat of the day. You guys should be more like Carlos Hernandez and support the show. Buy yourself a nice shiny new membership. Gift memberships to your fellow viewers because, come on, man, not everybody's as rich as you are. Or Papa Jaffe and everybody who works on the show a super chat. We would appreciate it. Carlos says, boy, Israel really went for it. Oof. Well, I don't know what that means. I mean, I know they attacked Iran. We will talk about that in just a little bit. But we're first, let's bring on, I don't believe this is the real Wings of Redemption. I think it's David K, but let's find out. K, you're on with Jaffe. What's going on, bud? But we're first, let's bring on. No, well, he was on and then he went away. All right. Well, if you want to come on, if you click that link, I'm going to bring you on if you look interesting. So Hidden in the Wire says IDF spokesman, Israeli Defense Force, live briefing was cut short amid concerns an incoming Iranian attack. Apparently 100 missiles have been fired and are on the way to Israel. All right. Well, that does sound like breaking news. Let's go over there real quick and we'll get back to the video game news in a second. Let's see what is happening in the Holy Land, my friends. And I don't mean to make light, but last night was nothing. Last night's show was nothing but doom and destruction and sadness and talking about Israel and talking about the plane crashes and talking about all of that. So, there's a point where at least today it would be nice to get a little bit. I'm sure the people in Iran and Israel would like a little bit of a little bit of a relaxation too. Jaffe, you fucking arrogant shit. Striking it. Well, I don't know what you're talking about in the sense that if Israel is being attacked by Iran, but I guess we'll find out soon. We'll see if that Iron Dome holds. I hope that it does. Carlos says, can Wings talk to you or does Keem not let him? Keem doesn't work with Wings anymore. I don't think Keem, I don't think God damn it. I don't think Wings is really out there. I think he still does his show, but I don't think he's doing a lot of going on other shows. I don't really know him that well. I've only met him in the short time that I was working on the lolcow stuff. So, all right, let's go back to games for a moment, shall we? From Zelda to Batman. Last thing I'll say for the moment about Steam Next Fest, but these are the 20 games that Games Radar thinks you should play. I haven't looked at them yet, but let's find out. Certainly, oh yeah, I haven't played that yet. I haven't played Art the Clown. There's a fucking Art the Clown game on Steam Next Fest. Are you shitting me? I got to grab that. Hang on, let me get that up real quick so I don't forget it. Steam store. Maybe I already downloaded it. I don't think so though. Yeah, Art Clown. What are they calling it? Terrifier? Hang on. Terrifier. I love Terrifier. I may have already downloaded this, but let's find out together. Install demo. Oh, I didn't. There we go. Well, we have that to play later too. Excellent. Israel attacked Iranian nuclear sites and killed the head of their missile division, says Raven. Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. I know. Yeah, I mean it's crazy over there, and it's going to be crazy over here. The world's falling apart. Haven't you noticed? It's nuts. Okay. But they suggest you play Hurdling, Last Guardian and Journey. Okay. Assemble a group of cute critters. I don't even know what that word is. Calicorn. To herd them safely from the city to a mountain home they crave to return to. Sounds kind of fun. Okay. What else? Moonlighter 2. Not for me. Off. Baby Steps. I downloaded. I want to try this. Morsels. I downloaded. I want to try. Anyway, these are just a lot. Hell Is Us. I downloaded. I want to try. Holston. I don't even know what that is. A game set in the 90s about horror lurking beneath society. I'll try that. Possessor. I played Unbeatable a couple of weeks ago. I liked it. I didn't love it. I hear Dead as Disco, which I have downloaded, is really good. I want to try. No, I'm Not Human. Everybody's raving about, but I need to spend more time with it because when I played it the other night, I wasn't in the mood. Mina the Howler is really fucking good. This is from Yacht Club Games, the Hollow Knight guys. The Shovel Knight guys. It looks, first off, they captured the GBA aesthetic perfectly. And it controls great. It's fun. I highly recommend it. I don't know what the fuck this is. It's like a love letter, it says, to Zelda 64. Okay. Rattan is Patapon, basically. City of Voices. Consume Me, I played last night. It's if you have an eating disorder, I highly recommend staying away from it. It's very triggering. And the game, I mean, I don't have one, but I know people who have had very severe ones. And the game is pretty much about that. And at the very beginning of the game, it gives you trigger warnings and stuff. But it's a very interesting little game. After Ink, Crescent County. I don't even know what the fuck that is. And Prologue go way back. So there's a lot of stuff to play. I hope you check some shit out. On Steam Next Fest if you have the time and the ability. Absolutely. What do you think of game collectors? Jaffe says Hidden in the Wires. They're great. I got nothing. I got nothing against game collectors. I mean, I don't collect games, and thus I don't feel the same level of anxiety a lot of these guys and girls do when they hear about physical media beginning to kind of, it's already begun, but physical media ultimately going away. But I appreciate and I understand that for them, that's a big deal. But yeah, it's great. Guy, are you actually in Jerusalem? If so, he says, much love from Jerusalem. I would love to talk to you about how things are over there. Call into the show. Should I play Last Guardian? I never played it. Am I going to try the Altars? We'll talk about that in just a second. That's just out today on Game Pass as well as everywhere else, sitting at 84 on Metacritic. It's about I'll show you the trailer. Guy says he's going to the shelter. Okay, well, be safe over there, man. Yeah, okay, Jeff, y'all be safe. I wasn't going to. Until you said be safe, I was just going to be reckless with my family. And, if the missiles fall, fuck it. But now that Jeffy said be safe, shut up. I don't know what else to tell you. I feel for you. I feel for all the people over there. We're very distant from it right now. And so it's very hard to imagine what you're going through. But be well and be safe. Shut up, Jaffe. Superhero Sim, I have that downloaded as well. Let's bring on Smog real quick, see what he's got to say. Then we're going to watch the Bloober Team video. They just put out a 2-minute gameplay showcase about their new horror game, which a bunch of people played at Keighley Summer Game Fest. That was pretty fucking good. And again, as you probably know, these are the same guys that are moving on to Silent Hill 1 as well, and who did Silent Hill 2. Let's bring on Smog. Smog, it's Jaffe. What's going on, champion?
Hey, Jaffe.
What's up?
What's going on?
Making a show. What are you doing?
I actually thought it was really funny you brought up Bloober Team just now, because they recently announced the Silent Hill 1 remake.
Yes.
And that is my most anticipated game right now. Silent Hill 1 remake.
I assume you played Silent Hill 2, like a lot of people did. Wonderful. Yeah. Loved it. I agree. I never played any of the Silent Hill 1 or the original Silent Hill 1. And so I wasn't really caught up with any of the lore. And people explained to me that like 1 is more about a cult, and the cult that gets referenced in 2. And it actually, even though it's a very different story, it does a really good job if you play 1 and 2 of helping you understand more of the lore of Silent Hill. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, I'd say the 2 is probably the best place to start, though. That is the most accessible story, I'd say, because it doesn't let you wallow in all the cult and all the different aspects of the town, and it eases you into the story quite nicely. So that was my question, actually. Are you interested in going back to the other Silent Hill games now?
Now I am, because, I know people had talked about Silent Hill 2 forever, and a lot of times when a fandom builds up around something, especially as time passes, you can kind of look at it more like it's like nostalgia and stuff like that. But going back, at least, and playing the Bloober Team Silent Hill 2 remake, it was one of the very few games I've played that really resonated with me when I was finished with it, and it felt like I had just read a really good horror novel. And I went back and I dived deeper into it than most games, and I'm like, okay, what does this mean, and how does this tie into this? And it was what are the metaphors? And it was really an enjoyable process to chew into what that game was about afterwards. So after that, I am much more interested in all the other Silent Hills, so I'm very much looking forward to this one. Yes,
that's great. And I know you're a reader, Jaffe, so I'd recommend Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky, because the story is based on that.
Familiar with it, but Silent Hill 1 is based on
no, Silent Hill 2. Sorry, okay. Silent Hill 2. So the story is very much inspired by that book.
Yeah, I cannot imagine I'll be reading that, only because this is the kind of stuff I'm reading. I'm currently reading 1999, the year lowbrow culture conquered America. Right, that's kind of more my speed right now.
Rafi, when you're out on your walks,
that's right.
I'll put in an audiobook.
Understood.
And listen to a great book,
No, and I'm reading this too. I love reading.
Yeah,
reading,
that's great. I love it. Yeah,
Paranormality, which is a scientist kind of ripping apart the supernatural. And I'm not a skeptic like a lot of these people are, but I definitely like looking at both sides. So, all right, cool. Buddy. Thank you so much for the call. I'll talk to you soon.
I really appreciate it.
Cheers, Smog. All right, man. There he goes, fellas, off into the evening. Hang on, I have to cough. Speaking of Team Bloober Team, whatever. This is the trailer for their newest gameplay showcase for their new horror game, Kronos, The New Dawn. It's only 2 minutes. It came out today. I have not seen it. Let's watch it together as best friends do. Wink. Here we go.
Did we bring the sickness to the world? It's not worth giving up yet. Such is our calling. Commencing search.
I mean, visually, it looks amazing.
An orphan. Caution advised. Something is here.
Oh, I thought we were going to get a little bit more than that. They said this was their gameplay showcase. Oh, gameplay trailer? Let's see. Let's see what this one is. This is that's from a month ago. So I think it looks great. Bloober Team said that they are, other than their Silent Hill stuff, they are going to be transitioning to horror games that are more action horror, like Resident Evil remakes. So, and I think that's good. I think it's good for the bottom line. I like both kinds of games, but I'm definitely interested in this. I like that idea of don't let them merge. I guess there's like I couldn't quite tell, but I like the idea that there seems to be a necessity to take certain monsters out before they merge with other monsters or they get tougher. I think that's kind of a fun mechanic. Oh, look at that. That was pretty cool. No, I'm super into this. I'm super excited for this. Does anybody know when this is supposed to come out? I think that's a this year game, right? But regardless, though, I will be there. I love stuff like this. And I love the Dead. I love the Dead. God damn it. Dead Space 2. Was it Dead Space 2? No, Dead Space 1 remake. I thought was excellent. Fucking excellent. Sorry, you guys. I got dog hair in my throat. We are smoking today, Captain Loud Pack, but we're smoking tonight. Friday High Day is Madhouse tonight with me, Bunny Button, Tech Protect, and whoever else wants to call in. It has dismemberment like Dead Space, says Joker. He's asking. Ooh, cool. I have no idea. It does look like it has certain body parts you can aim at to least make them drop and make them less threatening, but I don't know if it actually has straight up aim for the arm to cut the arm off so they can't attack you with that body part. I have no idea. But it looks really fun, really cool, and I'm glad to see it. Okay. Somebody was asking earlier about the altars. This is out today. Here's what IGN says. Well, I'll show you the trailer first if you don't know what this is. This is on Game Pass today, and you can buy it everywhere else. Game Pass continues to pay for itself. It is a delightful, whimsical skedaddler of a service. Here we go.
I know our odds. Maybe it's time to consider the easy way out.
Give me all your love now, 'cause for all we know, we might be dead by tomorrow. I can't go on wasting my time, adding scars to my heart, 'cause all I hear is I'm not ready now.
You were always one of us. From day one. What if deciding, making choices was never anything more than just an illusion?
What's in your heart? But if you're not ready for,
You're still making it about yourself. Just look at us.
Have you been ready? Have I?
I just wanted to find a way out.
'cause soon enough we'll die. 'Cause soon enough we'll die. 'Cause soon enough we'll die.
So my understanding of what this is
Making it about
and yes, that was Dawson's Creek because I clicked on it last night to see when Pacey and Joey tell Dawson, "Hey, we're together. Fuck you, man." But apparently this guy's cloning himself over and over and over, and he's playing. He's trying to solve the game and harvest resources as multiple versions of himself. It sounds really interesting to me. It's not a walking sim. It's kind of like there's some action, there's some resource management, there's some strategy. It's sitting at an 84 on Metacritic. Here's what IGN says. The Altars is a highly atmospheric sci-fi character study of one man who meets the effects of formative choices he's made throughout his life to face. face to face. Managing his relationships with his alternate selves while extracting enough resources from a hostile alien environment to survive is a balancing act on top of balancing act, and it cleverly builds up the pressure over the course of the story. Exploration of these barren but eye-catching maps presents a series of puzzles and threats without resorting to blasting aliens, and the conversations and moral dilemmas that arise from his choices are a novel way to approach a game like this. It's clearly not a big-budget game with the resources to throw at cinematics and character models, but it does a lot with a little to tell us a story effectively, and its occasional interface quirks don't get in the way. So most people really, really like this. It's really interesting because, like I said, it's an 84, and 34 people really liked it, but the ones who don't like it really don't. Like PC Games, whatever that is, gave it a 50. The biggest site to really shit on it was Eurogamer. The resource management, at least in Germany, the resource management is pleasantly challenging and the story poses interesting questions. However, the emotional component is crushed by inconsistent, far too pragmatic dialogue and decisions. But it is on Game Pass, which means fuck it. I'm trying it. So I'm looking forward to it. Maybe I'll be streaming it this weekend. We'll see. D Sorry says, dude, that song is by Soko and it's one of my favorites. I'm so surprised it was used in the game trailer. I'd never heard it before right now. I really like it. I know Giuseppe says the music doesn't add anything, but I agree. I thought it was really, really good. Jaffe gonna do some tag missions, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black Ultimate. No, I'm not. No. But I am going to play that game. Absolutely. And yes, I will smoke with you tonight on the stream. Therapy is the worst thing to happen to video game writing, says Gun. I mean, okay. I don't know. I mean, I know what you're saying. You're talking about therapy writing. Like Gene Park was talking about this on Constellations the other day with me, or Constellation, where it's like, people go to therapy and then they learn things like phrases and things and they write it directly into the game. I get that. But I certainly think therapy is a good tool. Okay. Okay, I'm watching a streamer film the Iran missiles. Okay, so I don't want to see that, but I feel compelled that we should all be watching this. We'll go back to some game news in a minute, but I would like to see what it is exactly that you are talking about, because apparently missiles are incoming to Israel right now. This is probably it. Smoke in Tel Aviv after apparent missile interceptions. Let me know if you're seeing something else while we talk. But yeah, I mean, of course they were going to retaliate. I think that, yeah, Eric, I'll talk about that in a second. Of course they're going to retaliate. I think it's going to be really interesting that if the Iron Dome, which is their missile defense system, can continue to be pretty much the most effective missile defense deterrent in the world. Deterrent's the wrong word, but defense system in the world, that's going to be something. And it's, at least according to this, it's the missiles so far have been intercepted. So we'll keep this up for a few minutes. If there is the link to what you're talking about, the streamer film Iran missiles, Damon, send me the link to that. Jaffe, will you talk about the PlayStation press conference? I mean, the business conference. I mean, there's not much to talk about. There's really not much to talk about, is there? It's they came out and they said, hey, we're making service games still. We're all in on that. Herman Holtz talked about Marathon and how they learned from Concord and said, okay, we're taking all the good and the bad feedback from our closed alpha. We're going to apply it. So it doesn't sound like they're going to cancel it. In fact, I read the other day, in fact, last night, that in May, the end of May, they brought on a new creative director for it. So I think they are going to try to triage the fuck out of it. And I think that's good. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think in a lot of ways, that's what an alpha, maybe alpha is the wrong word for it, but that's what games should do. You should put it out. Don't charge for it, but put it out. Get some feedback, go back in, make it better, go back out, go back in. Yeah, baby. Why not? So I'm glad they're doing that. They are saying they're focused on the PlayStation 6. They are focused on single player as well. But they didn't really have much to say, really. There wasn't much there, but unless there's something specifically. Eric says, I felt like they were saying we are keeping on the console strategy and not going the cloud way, which was a, quote, lie. When you put the word lie in quotes, it kind of defeats everything you just wrote. Because the whole point of putting words in quotes, when you're doing it that way means that sort of air quotes means it's not correct, but you're accusing them of saying something that was a lie, but then the word lie is in air quotes. So I'm assuming you are, I don't know what you're saying. But all that said, interesting. You said Alter's not a walking sim, so I just need to rant when people call no combat games like Outlast walking sims. There's more to it than just walking, says Jarvie. There's stealth puzzles. There's more to it. Jarvie, do you mean Alters? Again, by the way, I like walking sims, so I don't look at that as a negative. I know a lot of people do. But for me, I just kind of, some of my favorite games, What Remains of Edith Finch, Gone Home. Those are amazing. Your boyfriend works at Blue Point and, or your BFF, your what? Okay. Best friend forever works at Blue Point and she's stressed. Why is she stressed? What's happening at Blue Point? Jaffe, I live in LA and I have to say it's been really sad to see the protest situation be misrepresented by the media on both sides. Well, I used to live in LA. I love LA and I want you to tell me something. Here's my understanding of what's happening. And tell me, as somebody who lives in LA, is this an accurate statement? My understanding is the vast majority of people who are protesting are peaceful and they're out there with signs and they're listening to the cops and they're doing everything right. And then, as per usual, there is a small but vocal and violent group of people there that are breaking windows, setting cars on fire. And even the ones who are doing that, a number of them are doing it not because they really are angry at the situation, but because they're like, fuck it, I can get shit from the iPhone store, which is its own thing. And it's a different conversation. But so what's happening is most of the protests are peaceful. The way Trump and his people are painting it is that I think he said last night, if it wasn't for me sending in the National Guard, LA would be burned to the ground by now. And I'm like going, I don't think that's true at all. But I do think there are some, people in the protest that are bad guys. And I also heard last night that the one of the heads of the administration was saying that all of this is a cover for the fact that they're going after cartel money laundering in LA. But at which point, why would you need to have a cover for it? But I don't know. That's all I know. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. Where did that go? You can rewind the video and see the attack in real time. Okay, well, oh, here we go. And I'll check that Kick streamer. What's with the U.S. politicians praying for Israel when they attacked Iran first? I mean, again, none of us well, they might, but we don't really know the situation. The official story is, of course, that Iran, Hezbollah, and Hamas were about to launch an attack on all the borders of Israel. And they also were about 15 days away from being able to make a number of nukes. And so it was a preemptive strike, whether you believe in that or not. Obviously, coming off October 7th, I don't know. What do you do when you know October 7th part 2 is about to happen to you? So I'm not saying they were right or wrong. I'm saying that's the story I've heard. So let's see. Which is the missile? I can never tell with these things. Was that a missile that just got intercepted right there? Or what are these? What are these little dots? Are those the missiles or are those the defenses? Oh, the layoffs. Okay, the layoffs okay, hang on. I'll get to you, Giuseppe. I want to read what you're saying about Blue Point, but oh my goodness. Okay, so is this a missile coming down there? Is this a missile coming down? Oh shit. So that one hit. This is totally like Missile Command back in the 80s. Who knew? Wait a minute. I gotta see that again. Okay, so educate me on this, fellas. What are the little dots? Are these the missiles coming in, or are these the things going up to intercept the missiles? Is Israel a month away from using nukes? Well, I'll show you something really interesting in a couple of minutes on the show about that. There's a guy who put a video out in 2010 that was saying all of this has been planned. I don't know if I believe it, but it's interesting. Roadkill says, hell yeah, that's a missile. I don't know how people like to go to sleep at night, or people with children and must be so fucked. I'm not sure I understand that, what you're saying, but let me watch this real quick. So that's a missile coming in, obviously, and that does damage there. But so the little dots are the things that are the Okay, that are the defense system. Okay, let me go to that. Who were you guys saying was the kick streamer? Yeah, Blue Point is a great studio. And you're saying that because Blue Point is watching the layoffs happen over at Bend, they're worried for themselves, you mean? Sergeant Frosty says Nextfest has been pretty good. Just tried Clear Hot, which is a throwback to Desert Strike. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's really, really cool, actually. I like how there's the whole story and all that stuff. Okay. I'm looking real quick for that kick streamer. Somebody else retweet that kick streamer's name so I can go to that person's site. Going back to LA, your understanding of the protest, D. Sorry says, is almost accurate. They were extremely peaceful until Trump and ICE escalated. It almost seems like escalation was the goal. Of course, there are always bad actors, especially in LA. You get it? Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, no, I mean, that's what I think most people think, at least most people who are paying attention. Roadkill says, like, what I mean is, how do you go to sleep in the city at night? I would have gotten a tent and went to the middle of the desert. They're aiming at the middle of the desert to blow. Oh, they're not aiming at the middle of the desert to blow it up. Right. I don't know. I mean, I can't speak to what it must be like to be in that situation. We had a guy earlier, and I'm not sure if I believe him or not. Not, you know, it's, you know, a lot of people watch the show, which I appreciate, from all over, but he said he was in Israel and he was going to a bunker right now. Right. So, I don't know. If that's true, we could ask him if he's still on. Would baby kick streamer? I want to see what this lady is. I think it's a woman. Sounds like a woman's name. Let's see what she's streaming. And apparently she went to Tel Aviv just to get footage. What an idiot, but fine, whatever.
Color does rocks turn
On God?
the one?
All right, here we go.
Another one?
Yeah, another one. You're in Israel during a war. What do you mean another one? What do you expect? It's horrible. You shouldn't have gone there, lady.
Another one?
Yes, another
It
one.
is diabolical.
What? I mean, she seems like, I'm streaming. Don't they know they shouldn't be launching missiles?
Okay, I think I still want to keep going this way.
Then again, I've never been in a missile barrage coming in, so I don't know what my response would be either.
It's happening.
Yeah, I know.
It's time. It's like the third one of the night. See, no one else cares.
Everyone cares, you idiot. Go inside. Go to a bunker.
What the hell, Jan? It's okay, guys. We got our food. It's okay, because we have food.
And tits. Thanks for the tit shot, lady.
What the hell? What the hell, Jan?
But then again, she probably, I mean, what are you going to do, right? You probably got to make things look fun, or you got to be like Spider-Man. He always says he makes jokes because he's terrified, you know?
It's okay. I'll watch the sky. Phone alerts. Crazy how the streets in Israel all look like same as Muslim countries, almost like the Jews don't belong there. You know there's Arab Jews, right? It's almost like Arab countries take after Judaism, Jews.
Oh my God, I don't care about your political views. I want to see what's happening in the country.
3 hit? There's people outside.
You were just outside, you moron.
It's fine.
All right, this is where we see the missiles come. You're going to save her, Thriller? I understand.
W Dome. Go to the beach. There's literally not a single soul on the beach. I don't think they'd let me out of the hotel.
See, that's what you were saying earlier. You should just go to the desert or the beach.
Wait, is that a person? Is that a person?
Joker says, I can't say anything because I sit on the porch when there's a tornado warning. Yeah, but you can see the tornado coming and go down into the shelter.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, lady, you're...
I just saw 2 things shoot through the sky there. I just saw 2 things. There's a plane there. Did you hear that? There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Whoop, there it
oh my
is.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, here
oh
comes
my God.
Okay, that's a missile coming in then. Let's see if
Oh my God.
I mean, I shouldn't talk about it like fire. Oh, lady, you're a whore.
Oh my god!
Don't say fire. These are people's
There's more
lives.
over there.
Come
Oh my
on.
god.
Let me ask you a question before we continue. How? Like, I know I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I don't. I'm in no position to judge what she's saying. I would probably be cracking jokes too. We are safe here in our little homes, and we're thousands of miles away from this. And it's easy to judge. So I have to take that into account. I don't know what I would be doing if I were her. Maybe if I was streaming to you guys, I would be joking too. Because what else is your response supposed to be other than just sheer fucking terror? But let's keep going. Why are we watching this, Somar? Because it's fascinating, isn't it? You don't think it's fascinating?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, lady, I get you're scared.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm on the wrong side.
Of
Look.
what? You're on the wrong side?
Oh my god.
Oh man, you're on the wrong side of like that. That could mean all kinds of things, but in this case, like, oh, sorry, you booked a hotel where you didn't get to see the dead bodies. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna get back to this. I want to read this in a minute about the protest. Because Sorry is in LA, and he's kind of pushing back on the narrative that a lot of people have been sent that the Democrats have fueled the riots and stuff. But here we go.
It's above me.
Yes, they're
I'm
missiles.
on the wrong side. They hit over here. There's one here that hit.
You're on the wrong side.
I'm on
You
the
should
wrong
be
side. My
thrilled,
balcony's on the
you
wrong side.
idiot.
I can't. I'm on a balcony. I can't get closer.
Why, you idiot?
There's one right there, though.
I mean, I don't have to tell you people. What a maroon.
I think it's done. W Dome. So it's behind me. I think this was retaliation. I think this was us.
Okay, let's
W. Go to flag on my floor. Me, I'll run. Hey, Chloe. They launched 100. They're about to launch.
My God, this woman is. I hate. When is she going to start the hot tub stream? Says Frank. I know. What is the deal? What is the deal? Oh man.
Is that what attack I ran? I ran to attack back. Yeah, they said.
Somebody says you'll be fine. They'll just bounce off your rubber tits. That's so bad. All right. Well, anyway. Okay. Let's move forward. I mean, if anything happens, let me know. We'll go back to the breaking news. Most people watch CNN, not us. We're watching Wood Baby in Tel Aviv. Hey, mate, let's see how many people are watching her. Only 3,000. Only I have like 100, but I'm just saying that CNN doesn't need to worry. But it's not a bad idea. Okay. Let's move on now. Now I'm distracted. All right. The altars is out though. Blah, blah, blah. We'll get to that. Zeke says, I have to say you're incredibly misinformed. The Democratic fueled protesters, the Democrats hate the protesters as much as the right. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get into it. I can't get into it. Only because I'm just like, where are we going to end up with that debate? We're going to end up nowhere. Okay. May God protect the boob. She's on the front lines. When you accept death, you enjoy life, says Tima. Yeah. Okay. There's some truth to that, but I'm pretty sure that is not what we're witnessing here. No. Don't be sorry for bringing it up. Sorry. I'm just saying that there's nothing there. Ultimately, I've done this show enough to know that you can't really solve this problem. Like someone's going to tell you what they heard on Fox News. Someone's going to tell you what they heard on MSNBC and everything in between. And people who are actually there are going to be called trolls. And, I can't, so it's not that I'm glad you brought it up. It's interesting, but I'm just saying, I'm not going to, I don't, Zeke's never going to agree with you and you're never going to agree with Zeke. So I appreciate you giving me the feedback, but that's where I guess we end it. Let's talk about this. Speaking of disasters, you'd think this weekend, the worst thing going on was Israel and Iran, but no, it's this guy from Summer Games Fest. I'll just play. It's only 59 seconds. Remember this from last week?
Hey guys, I'm Ian Prue, the co-founder of 1047 Games.
Of course you are.
When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends, and 20 million of you played with us. Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3. With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
Okay. So what's fun, first off, I played the first Splitgate a little bit. What I played, I actually really liked. I thought it was good. I haven't played the new one. Let me know if it's as good as it sounds. I didn't know you could portal to different environments. I thought you just portaled throughout the arena. But the speech was cringe, but he came out and he said, I would have done things differently, Splitgate says, and be less controversial if given the opportunity to repeat it. Apparently, and I get it. He says, it was the result of lots of brainstorming from a number of people with various crazy ideas. He wore a questionable hat, took a dig at Call of Duty, said he wanted to make something new and exciting, and then dropped a trailer for a Battle Royale mode. He says the whole issue was meant to be a joke that has since been taken out of context. I stand by my intent and overall message that the state of first-person shooters is stale, needs innovation, and isn't what they used to be. But yes, I would have done things differently. So I think he was clearly playing a character. I think he was clearly doing a bit, and maybe it was like, hey, this will get us some attention, and it did. But I think there's, and I couldn't tell you, by the way, Alex says, bro, definitely swung for the fences. I could not tell you why someone like Dr. Disrespect is able to get away with that persona, which is so cringy and stupid, but it's clear it's a joke. Whereas this guy comes out, and at least to him and his team, Tyler says he should have just told the crowd to go fuck themselves and play Splitgate out. Right. I mean, he maybe wasn't, maybe we're so beyond that as being parody because there are so many people out there that are actually like that unironically that he needed to have been so much more over the top. So it was like, at least people were going, okay, I think this is an act, because the fact that we didn't quite know means that this is
playing the same Call of Duty every.
This is kind of normal for a lot of people in terms of how people present themselves today. So I think that's probably what it was. Whereas when Disrespect was doing it, it was clear there was a parody going on there to an extent. He's clearly seems to be a problematic figure, but anyway, okay. Okay, we got to watch this. Let me go back to Kick Baby real quick and see if there's any news. And then I want to talk about this thing that we were discussing the other day on the show. Where are we at with this? Carlos, thank you, buddy. He apologized for using Imagine Dragons. Thank you for the super chat. I like Imagine Dragons. I really do. I don't like all their music, but a lot of it. Iran direct hit Tel Aviv. Okay, let's see. That's bad news. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate it, pal. Holy shit. Holy shit. Can you confirm? It's true. Israeli sources have said it. Iran is hitting civilian areas. You should have destroyed the military infrastructure of Israel, not civilians. Jesus Christ. My God, let's just look at it. What caused them to bomb in the first place? Again, the official word here is that they bombed them because they were preparing a Hamas Hezbollah attack on Israel from all of the borders, and they were also days away from having nukes. Yeah, the streamer says Lou was probably sad she wasn't there. She's like, I was on the wrong side. Don't worry, maybe it'll come to your side. Yeah, I don't know how bad it's going to get. I mean, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. Apparently, I mean, again, this is the problem with it. This is the problem with all this shit, right? Which is no one, you know, if somebody were to, nobody knows what really causes this shit at our level. So, you know, apparently the word is right now America was complicit at the very least in misleading Iran that there was no attack coming, and it had their guard down, and they were able to do it and pull it off as quote good as they were. Supposedly, says 2D Man, the Iranian media just reported downing 2 Israeli jets. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what's real? Who knows what's propaganda? Second wave incoming. I think she's going to the shelter. Okay. And the other fact is that, you know, it's staggeringly dramatic to watch, safe and sound from afar. Okay, so she's left the camera. Oh shit. Wait. Apparently she left the camera on. Is that what happened? It just doesn't work that way, though. Sorry. He says, how about like we don't get involved? Not our country, not our region. The problem is everything is so connected, you know, and it's not, the borders aren't real. And so much of our fate is tied to other countries and other allies and other regions financially and politically that it's, you know, it's not that black and white. I wish you were right. I wish you were absolutely right, but it just isn't. All right. So apparently she's about to go to the bomb shelter, and Zeke says she would be safer if she was naked. Trust the science. Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. Sirens going off again.
I thought Israel attacked Iran. Iran attacked back. Yeah, they said 100.
Israel has really good missile defense. Yeah, but clearly it's not stopping all of them.
GG's. GG's.
I think America should stay the fuck out of other countries' issues.
I'm not gonna go to the beach. I think that's just like next level stupid.
Well, baby, you're already on the way. Again, these I know what you're saying, but these are our problems, right? For whatever reason, and I can't speak to it because I honestly don't really know what the real reason is that Israel is so important to America. What you hear a lot is they're the only democratic country in that region, and we have to protect democracy because if it falls, this, that, and the other. And I'm sure there is some truth to that, but there's also truth to the fact that, you know, we support Saudi Arabia all the time. We are, quote, semi-allies with Saudi Arabia. that there are obviously other interests we have in Israel than just the fact that we want democracy over there. Captain Wildpack, I just don't agree with you. I'm not saying I don't agree with you philosophically, but the idea, look, there's lots of countries in the world that do things that bad things are happening and we don't make it our problem. The vast majority of countries, we don't make these issues our problems. So there's a reason that we make Israel our problem. And I'm sorry that the conspiracy nuts in the chats are going to say, oh, well, it's because the Jews control everything. And to that, I would say you can go sit at the back of the schoolroom because you're not smart enough to be involved in this conversation. But Jason says it's because Israel is a leading manufacturer in weapons and weapons tech. It could be that. It could be the fact that the Iron Dome, we need them as a test subject to make sure whatever doesn't work there, we fix so when the missiles come here. I don't know. But frankly, most of you don't know either. Jaffe, it says a racist colonial state that only allows Jewish people to vote is a democracy. I don't know what says that. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it with, okay. Okay, let's keep going. I just can't with some of you people. I really can't with some of you people. Once you get past the age of 18, you should recognize none of this is black and white. You should realize that no one are comic book enemies and no one are comic book heroes. It doesn't mean there aren't, I'm not going to preach to you. I can't anymore with the black and white thinking when you're dealing with this kind of shit. It's just absolutely not, it's not worth my time. And I just can't. I don't believe they still make people as stupid as you guys are.
I can stay on my balcony.
I always avoid the facts when Israel's involved. You're making shit up, you stupid whore. You're making shit up. I have said Netanyahu, who is a war criminal. I said they disproportionately responded to October 7th. I'm just gonna ban you because you know what? All you're doing is distracting me from focusing on the stream and the people who are here. So I'm just gonna kick you out. Electric Angel, I appreciate your money. But you're in a timeout until tomorrow, and hopefully you'll come back. I don't mind the fact that you have opinions that are different than mine, at all. I do not mind that. I applaud that. But if you are not able to express yourself in a mature, or not even mature, but an educated way, then it's just not worth my time. May says, agree, Jaffe, reality is very complex, different the shadow surface level news and social media takes. Right. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens to this lady.
3 missiles hit Tel Aviv. Rest were intercepted. The Iron Dome that protects is getting overwhelmed. I'm in my hotel room, LOL.
Somar, would you say there's real life Cobra from G.I. Joe? Right.
The shelter.
That's the point. That doesn't exist.
There's a safe room on my floor too.
But then again, if this is who we're dealing with, people like this, maybe, some of these people in the chat genuinely are stupid.
I'm talking to someone that I met tonight. Tonight.
I don't care who you're talking to.
Be there. Okay, he said go to the safe room. He said to go. Okay, I can just pop over to the safe room then at any point.
Well, not at any point, not if you're dead. What are your academic credentials, Jaffe? I have no academic credentials other than going, I'm wise enough, old enough, and I'm educated and read enough to go, most things that you are told, it doesn't mean everything's a conspiracy. but most things that you are told when they're told to you in comic book ways are not accurate. And they are meant to pre-chew your food to get you to have an opinion that someone else benefits by if you have. That's what I would say. What academic credentials do I need to arrive at that conclusion?
Second wave incoming in 10 minutes. Okay. I'd rather go to a shelter downstairs if you can. I'm not going to a local that I met tonight. Yes. Okay, do I leave you guys on the patio and I go to the safe room? Should I leave you guys on the patio and I go to the safe room? I feel like that's the best situation.
Okay, then go.
He says downstairs. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't have a shelter.
What?
Borrow. Do I want to go party on a rooftop?
No, go to the shelter, you moron.
This time it was like shock. This time, like the reality is setting in.
Good. That's good. That's good. It should set in.
Yes, I know that.
Tech, we're watching a kick streamer who's in a hotel in Israel and she's watching the missiles fall. And 3 of them just got past the Iron Dome.
Let's hope the IDF can catch it all.
They can't. They already haven't. All right, so she's going to set her camera up. And here come more missiles, I suppose. So here's my question for you guys. See the stuff coming down? What are those? Are those, let me pause it for a second. You're going to see it right here, and then they break up. Are those are different kind of missiles? Here, it breaks up right here. Those are different kind of missiles than what we saw earlier, because these look like what they were sending that way, the other way. So I'm not sure. I mean, I guess we'll see in a second if this thing hits. That looks like it was intercepted. So I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Okay, those are Predator missiles, says TGM. But what are they? Are they coming from Iran, or are they going from the other direction? Are they part of the Iron Dome? All right, let's see. Is anything? I mean, shit's weird, man. Good, Jaffe. What a great comment. Shit's weird, man. Full war risk report. USA could join. I don't doubt that, but let's see. It's 11:51, 2 minutes ago. So I don't know. Agenda free. He's also covering it. Iran is hitting missiles back to Israel, and they just hit in Tel Aviv, says Tracy. Agenda free is on YouTube. Let's see. Oh, this is from yesterday, so let's live. All right, we'll see what happens. You can't know the make of a missile like that, but it's the Iron Dome. Okay. Why is the streamer there? Who knows, Huge Ass? She's fucking out of her fucking mind. I mean, she went there to cover it, not, quote, cover it, but she went there to, get footage. I don't fucking know what she's doing. The dummy suggesting they go party on the roof, or like the dumb friend in Independence Day who goes with the others. Well, again, I think if you're in this situation and you're young, even if you're going to joke around, I don't think, right? I don't think that you could actually be in this situation and be, I mean, maybe I'd like to think I could be stoic, but I do think a valid way to deal with fear is to joke about it. But she also does seem pretty fucking stupid, even if she was just sitting on a patio in a total peaceful environment. The Iron Dome must have a limit to the amount of targets it can intercept. Yeah, it said it was being overwhelmed. You know. Yeah, well, Lou says, let's be real. She's getting mad views. She may seem dumb, but she's smart when it comes to money and clout. Yeah, people should be super chatting her. And it's like, okay, go outside and put on a cockroach suit. That's your punishment. See, if Keemstar had people over there, Becky would have to go outside as her punishment in a cockroach suit. And I mean, right, you know, for $50, I'll go out to the beach and back during the next volley. An Iron Dome has the ability to redirect the missiles into a less populated area. That's pretty good too. Is Iran trying to hit civilian targets? Because Israel only hit non-civilian targets and even told Iran what targets they were going to hit. Well, they are hitting civilian targets. Apparently they hit in the heart of Tel Aviv, but I don't really know. It's hard for me to understand if I understand Israel probably is much more concerned with loss of civilian life than Iran is, but I have a hard time believing that, they told them all the targets, because there were assassinations done. Maybe they told them where the missiles were going to hit, but they certainly didn't tell them that, you know, some of their head people were about to be shot by Mossad. Okay. All right, let's move forward. We'll come back to this if anything happens, but let's see where we're at with everything else. Look at this guy. Maybe I'll save this for tonight. We'll save this for the show tonight. The WWE guy who got the boots from the dark web. Apparently that has continued to get weirder and weirder, to the point that I don't think that at this point we could call it anything other than either scripted or really fucking weird. But either way, hats off to this guy if it's scripted, because he's definitely building a career or building a name for himself. But if it's not scripted, holy shit. So that'll be on tonight's Friday High Day with me, Bunny, and Tech. Look at this guy. Look at this little fucker. I like this guy. I like the guy because you think he's going to get his ass handed to him. But, well, you'll see. Have you seen this already? I just saw this today for the first time. I liked it.
Bitch ass the fuck down, bro. Sit your little bitch ass the fuck down, bro. Sit your little bitch ass the fuck down, bro. Oh.
It's 3 hits.
Bitch, bro. Bitch ass the fuck down.
Right? I mean, that was great.
Sit your little bitch ass the fuck down, bro. Sit your little bitch ass the fuck down, bro. Oh.
I mean, that was like, he wasn't looking for that. I don't know. And it's not like the skinny guy has a lot of muscles. It's not like that punch must have packed a punch, but clearly it packed enough of one. Good for him. I've only been in a couple fights. I won them both because nobody thought I was going to swing. I punched the shit out of these guys. And then it's true what your parents tell you or what you hear from your friends. If you strike back, they never pick on you again. They never pick on you again. That's it. That's it. They're like, oh shit, this guy's not going to take my bullshit. I like this. This is very satisfying to me. I think just because I hate bullies. So, you know. You're saying the head bounced off the door on the last one. Maybe that's what made him fall to the ground. Could be.
Bitch ass the fuck down, bro. Sit your little bitch ass the fuck down, bro. Oh. Bitch, bro.
Oh, he was done though. He wasn't getting up. Somebody said blue shirt took it pretty well, says huge ass, didn't stay down. Oh, he stayed down. He ain't getting back up. Anyway, good for that kid. I'll play that later. Let's see what they, look, we're a one-stop shop here on the Jaffe stream or Up with Jaff, whatever the fuck it's called. I'll take you to Tel Aviv to see the horror show that is that. It's not a problem. You want to go to LA, see what's happening in LA? Let's see what's going on there. Not a problem. Huh. There you go. We're a dumb fucking species. This guy in the chat saying, where'd it go? Went up there. Talk about the Bible. Read your Bible. If you don't believe me, read the Bible. Shut up. Read the Bible. Yeah, it was great. That'll help. Let's watch this. Something wholesome. This guy gets shot and killed, but you don't see it on camera. But this is pretty interesting. It's a long video. I'm only going to play the first 4 minutes. Have you guys seen this? Watch this shit. This guy is obsessed with this girl, and he goes to her home, and he's out of his fucking mind. Watch this shit.
James, she doesn't want to talk to you.
911, what's your emergency?
He's trying to lock. I'm sorry. He's trying the door. No, don't answer the dad.
Get off the porch! Hey,
On July 31st, 2022, a family is left shaken after an unexpected visitor refuses to leave when his knocks go unanswered. When he attempts to force his way inside their home, the family scrambles for a way to stop him. The resulting confrontation ends in disaster, with every terrifying moment captured by the Ring camera. The following is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before. Just 2-year-old Allison Duke to their door, an unknown vehicle pulls into their driveway.
Stop it, Allie. Boys, in the house.
A few seconds later, the driver of the vehicle approaches the house. Through the Ring camera on their door, Allison recognizes the visitor as her ex-boyfriend, 22-year-old James
Yeah,
Rail.
the dad's a badass.
At this point, James has been standing on the Ducros porch for about 3 minutes.
James, she doesn't want to talk to you. James.
While James never responds to Stacy, he soon leaves the porch.
I wonder if he had
this
a
may have
gun
seemed like
or
the
something.
anticlimactic end to the eerie encounter, but unfortunately it was only the turning point in what would soon have a disastrous end. Though he disappears from the view of the Ring camera, James walks around the property. A few minutes later, he's spotted again, returning to the door.
Wait. He's leaving. Hey, he's coming back. Nope, I'm calling. James, she doesn't want to talk to you.
On the other side of the door, Allison calls 911.
911, what's your emergency?
Lou, I would do the same thing
There's some guy on
too.
my front porch, and he won't leave, and he's got his hands behind his back, and he won't answer me on the ring. But he left me a voicemail on my phone last night. He's trying to lock. I'm sorry. He's trying the door. No, don't answer the dad.
Get off the porch!
Jay, no! Oh my God! Can you please hurry?
Okay, do you know who he is? Hello? Ma'am?
We have guns.
James, no.
Three shots are fired, and James stumbles back and off the porch. He doesn't make it far before he falls. All that is visible in the Ring camera are his feet, where he's now lying in the driveway in front of Stacy's vehicle.
Now, I mean, look, I would have shot the fuck out of that guy too. And I'll tell you something else. I wonder if he was, I don't know. I haven't watched this whole thing. So I'm not going to watch the whole thing. It's too long, but you guys tell me if you're following this story. It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't have a weapon with him and he was there to kill her, just given how weird he looked and just so sort of out of it he looked.
Attempting to gain entry into the room. Don't get any further.
Please hurry. I'm sorry.
Ma'am?
As the Ducro family reels from the sudden and horrific event, one of their neighbors, Jeff, who heard the commotion, heads over to see what happened.
There's the Jeff arrow.
Okay, wait. He's fine. He don't have nothing. He don't have no gun. Don't do anything. Did you shoot him?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. He ain't going nowhere.
Inside, Allison has remained on the phone with 911.
He broke through the door and my dad shot at him.
Ma'am, he shot at him?
Yes.
Do we know where he is?
No. Where is
This information. Male says they broke through the door. There's been a shot fired. Still getting further.
Can you please hurry, please?
Yes.
I don't know where he is.
Did he run or is he still there?
I really don't know, ma'am. I'm hiding.
Okay, where is your dad?
He's at the front door holding it shut.
Ma'am, I need you to calm down enough to tell me, has he been shot?
I think so.
Oh, I don't agree with you at all, Tech.
Please don't make me
I don't
look.
agree with you at all.
Out front, Jeff is soon joined by his son, and they both take a closer look.
Tech says he was just a small guy. The dad is a big man. He should have approached him and walked him away from the door. Nah, you don't know the history of this guy. The fact that if the guy would have shown up to the door and he would have talked to the mom and said, please, Mrs. Kittner, I really fucking love your daughter. And I need to be with her. Okay, you're right. But he wasn't responsive. He looked like he was fucking high as a goddamn kite. Then he just starts trying to bang the door down. I at that point would say, okay, I can't trust you to not have a weapon, is what I would say. Liquid says, Tech might have the worst take in human history. You're referring to my argument of the protester shot. The difference is, no, you're not referring to that. And you're not referring to that because this guy was literally banging down the door. He got inside and they shot. If that woman would have kept walking yesterday in that footage towards the cops, then I think all bets are off. But that's not what happened.
At where James is lying in the driveway.
Dude, I don't.
You better hurry up and get an ambulance down here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's about dead. Go get him. He's dead. So he's having a hard time breathing right now.
He's gone.
No, he ain't going yet. He's still breathing. I see he's still breathing. He's still breathing. He's having a hard time breathing.
Did they get him in the chest?
I don't see any blood. He's still breathing, but barely.
Man, stop staring at this man, bro.
I hear him. He's dead. He died.
Just before the police arrive, Allison and her father, Mitch, can be heard speaking over the 911 call.
No, I'm not mad at you. Thank you. Come here. I'm okay. Dad, you're the best dad ever. You just saved my life. Dad, at that rate, there's nothing you could have done. You saved my life.
Officers from the Sydney Police Department arrive soon after and find Jeff waiting for them on the front lawn of the Ducros house.
Who's got the gun? Who's got the gun? Who has a gun?
The people inside here shot this guy here was trying to break into their house. The guy's dead. He died.
Okay, but where's the guy with the gun?
The guy's dead right here.
Where's the guy with the gun?
Inside the house. He was the homeowner.
Okay.
This guy tried to break in the house.
Okay.
And the guy was just basically protect himself.
Okay, you guys have your gun down?
Yeah, we're right here. This guy just died.
Some of the newly arriving officers head inside to speak with the Ducros, who have yet to emerge from the residence. They find Mitch standing in the doorway.
Mitch, are you okay?
No.
His heart.
Okay.
He's back.
Why don't we sit? Why don't you go? Do you want to sit down?
I'm all right.
Okay. We just want to keep this area here as it is, so we don't want to move anything. Okay. Your Ring doorbell camera work?
It does.
Okay. Do you want a squad to check you out? Check your heart rate or anything out?
Oh, I take my medicine. I didn't take it today.
Okay. Do you mind at least just stepping over here? We're going to keep this as this is going to technically be a crime scene right here. Okay.
I'm sorry. I just answered his phone call. No, you didn't have to answer his phone call, Ellie.
As the investigation.
And look, I've had people in my life that have had crazy fucking ex-boyfriends and nothing like this, but people are weird. A lot of, and let me just say this. If you raise kids to be free thinkers like I do and open to all kinds of different people, they might date some weirdos. And some of those weirdos might have some problems they didn't know about when they started dating them. So all I'll say is I'm glad Mitch shot the fuck out of that motherfucker is all I'll fucking say. Giuseppe says, as an alpha female, I would have taken him down with my thick thighs. Hey, there are people, including me, who'd pay to see that. I would pay the fuck out of watching a series of ring cams where really buff women beat the shit out of home intruders, I would super chat the fuck out of that show all day. The fuck am I doing this show for? I need to, Giuseppe, give me a call. We'll set it up. We'll breadcrumb freaks to the door, and you can beat the shit out of them. I'll split it with you. 70% you get, I get 30 for setting the whole thing up. All right, here we go.
Will eventually reveal James didn't just call Allison. He also left a chilling voicemail, which will be played later.
So keep watching the video.
Any information or what do you want? I'm going to wait because 59's on the way. We're going to contact him. Obviously, this is going to be theirs. We're just going to
a guy you
hold
call
tight
59?
until see what he wants.
While they wait for detectives to arrive and take over,
Detective
one of the
59
officers
is on the
scans
way.
the scene.
Just watch it. I see 2 brass, 1 in the
No, I did not buy a Switch 2. I'm not really that interested in it right now. I'm sure I'll get one eventually, though.
carpet and 1 right there right now.
How many shots did you fire, sir? 3.
3?
Couldn't get it to work. It was.
There it is. There's a 3rd. It's right there by the trim.
Allison appears to be especially shaken by what has just occurred.
So you guys just comfort each other, keep each other calm, work together. Just stay sitting down. If you want to lay on your back and just kind of stay flat, just that way if you do pass out, you're already laying down.
She isn't the only one rattled. Mitch soon breaks down as
Hey,
the officer
congrats,
follows him
Doc
into
Holliday.
the bedroom to collect his ID.
Thanks, buddy. You're not going to prison?
Take a deep breath. Okay. Here, you can put your wallet back over there, okay?
Out front, other officers attempt to administer aid to James. They place an AED, or automated external defibrillator, onto James' chest and wait for results.
Call for help.
Now, what I would say, though, is, again, I don't even know. I've never been in that situation, but it's easy to watch and have some opinions. But I'd like to think, since you know this guy, that you could aim the gun and shoot him at the leg, right? And just drop him. But I don't know. Maybe it's not like Dead Space. I don't fucking know.
Apply pads to patient's bare chest as shown.
8537.
No shock advised. It is safe to touch the patient.
Tragically, it seems it's far too late to help James. Once again, Jeff offers an explanation.
How long has he been down?
He's been there for a good 10 minutes.
Okay, we're not doing anything.
Yeah, I watched about 7 or 8 minutes ago take his last couple breaths. That was it. He died. This is his car running right here. He tried to kick in the back door, and he came around the front. And he tried to get it through.
Wait, always hit the don't shoot the leg? Why? Why would you not shoot the leg? I mean, if you can't you shoot someone and try to not kill them, but drop them? I mean, wouldn't that be the ideal? 66 says if you have to use the gun, you shoot to terminate. Yeah, I mean, I suppose so, but I don't know. It seems like there are other body parts you could hit relatively easily that would not kill them. Because you're trained to shoot for the center mass. Okay.
Bramy, you got a blanket? He's 16.
22-year-old James Rail is declared dead at the scene. Inside the house, Allison informs the officer that she has a heart condition and is having chest pains. Emergency services are notified and begin heading to the home.
Just don't lean on anything to where, because if you pass out, your arms won't hold you up anymore, okay?
It isn't long before emergency services arrive, as they'd been on their way before their call was canceled when James was declared deceased.
You want just your blood pressure or anything checked, sir?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not feeling...
It's going to be high, I'm sure. It's expected.
Guys, don't apologize.
The Ducros are all medically cleared, and soon the detectives arrive.
All right, how we doing? Doing better. Back in the man. Everybody okay in here then?
Somebody should take this and replace these detectives with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt from Seven. That would be the best show in the world. Shut up, Jeff. You watched the clip. No, you watched the clip, idiot.
For the most part? Okay.
What the fuck is that guy?
Definitely exciting, huh?
Not really. I don't want you.
No.
It's good to have that ring. It's very good to have that ring because that door makes it look bad.
Later that same day, each of the Ducros came down to the police station to retell their version of events. As Allison was the closest to James, she provides much of the background. However, what she shares likely isn't what investigators expect to hear about their relationship.
How long did you guys date?
Okay, so it was like an on and off thing for a couple of years.
Okay.
say in total maybe like a year and a half if we added it all up.
Like all through your high school years or after you graduated?
It started in high school and then it went out of high school.
Okay.
Just very briefly.
Allison says they remained friends even during the times they were broken up. However, that all changed after their final breakup around 2019, over 3 years earlier.
What caused that breakup?
He was just being
Okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
We're all adults here. You can say whatever you need to say.
He was just being rude all the time, and I was just like, I don't want to put up with it.
Was he ever abusive physically or mentally?
Well, maybe mentally a little bit. He would just get in my head a bunch.
When he got mad, what kind of things? Was he aggressive at all?
He would just tell me everything that was wrong with me. He would say that nobody was going to love me anymore.
Jesus, I'm glad he's dead. I'm glad he's dead.
Or the call last night. When's the last time you had talked to him?
It was either the beginning of last year or the end of the year before.
Allison hadn't spoken to or heard from James in over a year.
Weird.
That is, until
Weird.
he called her the night before. Around 11 p.m., James left Allison a now haunting voicemail.
Hi, Allie. It's James. I just wanted to reach out to you because I just wanted to see how you're doing and maybe hear from you if that would be all right, I guess. It's been a while since I've talked to you, and I don't know. I feel like it, I don't know what I feel. I do know that I do want to talk to you, though. I do. It'd be nice. It'd be sweet. It's probably late right now, but if you want tomorrow, you could probably give me a call. And yeah, that's about it. Please give me a call back.
I mean, that's
Thank you.
That's
Allison
not chilling.
never returned his call.
Did he call out to you or anything when you got there?
No, he literally did not even say a word, which was, it like, put my little radars up. I was like, that's not normal.
That made me kind of nervous. Went in, got my 9.
And the door started popping.
I don't know how he broke the glass.
What do you mean? Imagine his upbringing.
Whatever splits off, he's starting to get in.
The door had to be shut when he shot because the window, it's got the holes through it in the glass.
Yeah, but it's definitely forced open.
Oh, it's definitely forced. I don't know if it was.
It bounces back.
Okay, well, wait.
Good chance.
Just watch the Ring camera. Don't even discuss it before you're trying to guess what happened. Just watch the fucking footage. You have a fucking video of it.
It did that.
It looked like he hit that somebody with some force.
Oh, I mean, that's off the door frame right there. And those aren't short screws. There's 3-inch screws, you know that.
And once I realized he was getting in and the door was open is when I shot. Okay. Did you shoot through the door? I shot through the window? Through the window part of the door because the door was open and he was coming in.
Following the shooting, some of the officers at the scene discussed James's injuries.
Was he hit once? All you've seen in the shoulder?
Yeah, left shoulder.
How's Dad doing? He is shook up, but he's maintaining.
It doesn't take time. It's not that they had to go get the film developed. Tech says, takes time, Jeff. You're mad they're theorizing. It takes time to look at the footage from the Ring camera. It's like, it's the equivalent of me going, hey, I have the shooting on my phone, officer. Would you like to see what happened? Not right now. Not right now, pal. We're playing detective. We have a bet at the office. Who's going to figure it out without watching the footage first? Come on now. Come on now. I'm not saying they shouldn't be, dive deep into it. A guy was killed, but, come on.
From the moment we got here, he was extremely shook up. He's made several comments thinking that how bad he screwed up.
The detective speaking with Allison attempts to get a little more background information about James, hoping to better understand the day's terrible events.
Do you know if he was on any drugs or has he ever done any drugs that you know of?
He has done drugs.
Okay. Do you know what his drug of choice is?
He liked to do acid a lot.
As his interview ends, Mitch makes a request.
I want to see if they got any other questions they need me to ask you or anything like that. And then if they do, I'll be back in. If not, I'll send it in as quickly as possible. I know you said you didn't want to be in here alone. I don't. Don't make it wrong, please.
According to news sources, a grand jury eventually decided not to indict Mitch Ducro on any charges related to the death of James Rail.
Of course of course.
He's down.
Oh my God, this is a good channel. Whose channel is this? What is this? Somebody was, I think Bunny was telling me about this channel. Bunny knows all the good shit. She knows about Martyrs and she knows about this channel. I should just have Bunny program my entertainment for the way. It's terrible. It's entertainment, but it is. EWU Body Cam. That's some good stuff. That's good fucking channel, boys. Let's see what's happening in Israel right now. Let's see. Where did it go? Is it over here? Yeah. Let's jump to live. All right, so Bunny has a dark side. You goddamn right, Bunny has a dark side. That's what's great about it. Tech says me and Sarah watch it all the time. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, well, that's probably going to be our show for the day. We got a show coming up tonight at 6:30, which is Friday High Day for Madhouse. I will probably be streaming some games for the Stream Nextfest a little bit this afternoon. But in the meantime, though, that is Up with Jaffe. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a good time hanging out with you guys. And be well, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Hope to see you tonight or on tomorrow's movies. We're watching Django Unchained and we're watching Pineapple Express over on the Discord. All right. That's what I got, baby. Be well, be safe. And I will see you guys. Manic Ninja, how high? As high as I can get. As high as I can get. All right. Hang on a second. Where'd that go? Let me just set this up. I can't let you guys go without, some fucking pop music. Here you go. All right. Bye, you guys.